Today we are going to learn about...
Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be going over all the best ways to convert your alliance points to gold on ESO. I'll be going over all the points that I made over on my website, Tamriel Trade Secrets. I actually have a written post about converting AP to gold if you'd like to check it out. I'll be sure to leave a link to it in the description. So ideally, you're going to want to convert your AP to gold at a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning you would get 1 gold for every 1 AP spent on something. However, these methods of conversion take a lot of time, patience, understanding, and inventory space, all of which can be seen as priceless commodities in of themselves, so it's perfectly understandable if you want to forgo these conversion methods, but I'll be sure to point them out in case it is something you're interested in. The best way to convert your AP to gold is to buy gold jewelry from the golden vendor to sell sometime down the road. I highly recommend keeping up with the PvP and PvE metas to know exactly which sets are desirable and likewise in high demand. Besides reading the patch notes and coming up with conclusions yourself, I would recommend watching ESO content creators' YouTube videos or tuning into their Twitch streams from time to time to stay in the know with what sets are hot. I also have a tab on my website that I update every patch with my predictions for the hottest selling items. That could be useful as well. The Golden Vendor appears every Friday around 8 p.m. EST and sticks around for the entirety of the weekend. Every week they appear with a brand new variety of gold jewelry that you can buy with AP or for gold. In the event that the Golden Vendor has jewelry for a popular or a meta set, I would recommend spending your AP on that item to then sell sometime later. Once the supply for the item has diminished, let's say because not very many people are selling the item on their guild stores, you can go ahead and list the item for upwards of 300k. I use this method of converting my AP to gold by buying gold Briarheart, Mother Sorrow, and Swift Rings, among many others, which prove to be very profitable. If you don't want to wait around every week for the Golden Vendor, let alone for the Golden Vendor to have something worth buying, then I would look into investing some AP in gear coffers. You can purchase elite gear coffers at your alliance gates, and you can purchase gear coffers for specific sets from gear merchants at their respective towns in Cyrodiil. Much like when it comes to making a well-educated purchase at the Golden Vendor, knowing what gear coffers to buy to get you the most bang for your buck also takes a bit of knowledge and understanding of the current PvE and PvP meta. Again, I would highly recommend keeping in the know by watching content made by content creators that are known to highlight such aspects of ESO, such as Nephis, Skinny Cheeks, or really any regular PvP streamer. I personally have had the most luck buying elite light gear coffers with AP to then sell traded pieces of Vicious Death for a lot of gold. Some other coffers that I like to gamble my AP on are Deadly Strikes and Elfbane. You should aim to gamble your AP on gear coffers for sets that can prove to be useful in multiple trades. The 2 sets that I just mentioned, for example, can be used in PvP as well as PvE. So that means that I can sell Divines as well as impenetrable pieces. If a set is desirable in more than one trait, this increases the chances that you'll get an item worth selling out of a coffer. While finding an AP buyer isn't all too common, there is a chance that someone that you know may be interested in outright buying AP for gold. This could be because the item that they're looking for is simply not listed anywhere, or because they would like to gamble with gear coffers themselves but don't have the means to do so. You could always post an ad in your guild chat or respond to an ad for selling or buying AP. Please be sure to discuss with a potential buyer at what ratio they would like to pay for your AP. The lowest acceptable rate that I've seen personally is 5-to-1, as in 5 AP for every 1 gold, but I have seen 1-to-1 rates as well. Make sure that the AP buyer gives you the agreed upon value of gold first before you spend all your AP on the item that they've requested. If you're looking to convert your AP to gold immediately, then buying Alliance spell drops for AP to then list on your guild traders to sell for gold is the absolute quickest way to do so. Alliance spell drops emulate the craftable essence of spell power potions. They provide the exact same buffs for the same amount of time. Spell power pots are a must-have for any serious Magicka DPS player, as they provide all the essential buffs needed to do damage effectively. Because they are essential, spell power pots have always gone for a lot. On PCNA, I've been selling them in stacks of 200 for 55k a stack. Because Alliance spell drops are essentially the same item, you can also sell these for the same going price of spell power pots. On PCNA, a stack of 200 Alliance spell drops costs me 144,000 AP. I can sell a stack of 200 spell drops in less than a day for about 55,000 gold. That's a 2.6 to 1 AP to gold ratio. Considering how quickly these sell, that's not a bad ratio at all, making this one of the quickest and most preferred methods of converting AP to gold that I've heard of. Those are all my tips for converting AP to gold. Of course, there are many other methods out there, such as buying certain items like Dawn Prisms or Militant Ordinator motifs that you can then sell for gold. But the amount of gold that you get for selling those items is incredibly underwhelming, considering how much AP you have to spend to buy those items in the first place. At that rate, you would be better off just buying spell power drops. I believe that the tips that I've mentioned are the best ways to convert AP to gold, because you get the most gold for your AP, whether you're okay with investing time and inventory space to do so, or whether you'd like an instant exchange. If you feel like I missed any other great ways to convert your AP to gold, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ways to do so, and maybe in the future ZOS will implement new means to do so by releasing new items, much like how the Alliance spell drops were a fairly recent addition. Thank you all for sticking around and watching my video. If this kind of content fancies you, feel free to smash that subscribe button and check out my website for more tips on how to make gold on ESO. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.